Okay, so let's talk about the resolve phase. So let's say we're in the resolve phase. Actually, we'll go back. We're gonna do the intent phase. So in the intent phase, you reveal a card from the top. Okay. So here it was. Okay, there. It's red. Okay. So you have one red intent icon, and you have 1, 2, 3 places you can put it. So this one will target your hero and deal 4, but otherwise she is standby. So if I don't give her the icon, she actually won't do anything. So maybe I wouldn't give it to her. Then we have this guy here. So his enemy mode is attack, but then his red will switch to rallying, which is fine at this point. So maybe I would give it to him. Okay. Then you would resolve everything. So I'm going to do it twice just to show you how like the way you resolve it affects things. So we'll go ahead and resolve, and then you get to sort of pick however you want, unless there's some keyword that tells you something different. So they're going to rally 1, rally 2, drop this to 9. This one says this targets a non-hero ally and deals 1. So we'll go ahead and do this. This does nothing, and this does an attack for 2. So we'll say, hey, we'll have him take it, and then he would deal back 3. Okay. So that's one way you could resolve that turn. So let me flip it back a little bit. And we'll put this back at 11. I went the long way. Okay. So let's say you went and you got double red. Okay. So very similar. So you have 3 red boxes. You'd have to fit in at least 2 of them. So you could activate these 2, or you could activate these 2, for example. And then again, you can also resolve things in however order you want. We're going to do that in 1 second. So let's say you got this. This was your intent. It has the plus icon. So the plus icon you actually read. So it says here, locate sound main stage and put it into play. So you will go ahead and put that card into play. And then you have red and blue. So then you have to plug in the red and the blue. So the blue here is all characters gain +1 attack. That's everyone. And then red, and maybe I'd put the red here again, right? So then we can resolve this one now. There's also an effect here. So all characters have +1 attack and +1 influence. So that's going to rally for 2, for 4. So we're going down to 7. Yeah, we resolve these 2, so that's 4. So she has 3 attack. So he has 4 attack. So we'll resolve this way. So he'll deal 4. He'll take 3. He'll be destroyed. 1 damage to a non-hero ally. 1 there. Standby. And that doesn't have an effect. And then you resolved it that way. Okay. I guess other notes on resolving. Yeah, there is no order in which you have to resolve something unless it specifically says it. Um, so you can use that to your advantage. You can have your hero take a bunch of damage if you want your hero to attack every time. You can spread it with your allies. You can also, like you said, you deal damage back. You can consider that. Let's say if this was like an enemy action as opposed to like an effect, right? So it was like enemy action, I don't know, makes one of these characters heal, or probably heal in that case, right? So enemy actions, this heals an enemy 2 HP, so you could time that so that works to your benefit.